Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today I am once again for like the 5th time in the last 10 videos playing in Stomach Foot randomly in the Butcher's Circus ladder. So I don't know how this is possible, but I feel like every time I play I go against this guy. When I'm just doing it randomly at a random time in the ladder, he's just here. I don't get it, but I am playing with the Shy Leper today against his Halo comp. It's a position 1 bounty hunter Halo comp, so no need for caltrops. It's gonna be a Crusader, just double stun, all the usual shenanigans, and I have a Shy Leper. So I put the Leper in position 3, and what's the idea behind this team? Well, I have the Leper in position 3, I pray that I go first so I can use Shadow Fade on my Grave Robber, and after using the Shadow Fade I put the Leper in position 2, right in time for him to be stunned and be made essentially completely useless. So unfortunate, but such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. There goes my team idea. And if you're wondering, Shep, why don't you have Exotic Snuff on your Leper? It's because when you don't put your Jester in position 3, you kind of run into the problem of absolute garbage accuracy, so I had to bring 2 accuracy trinkets to be able to hit the broadside of a barn from inside the barn on time. If I wanted to go for a chop here on the Bounty Hunter, I would still have a missed chance, despite him having, you know, one of the lowest base dodges he should have, which should be 5. He has 10, but yeah, even with 2 accuracy trinks with plus 22, I would still whiff, because such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. Now, I'm going to be a bit greedy, and I'm going to go for a sniper shot on the Jester, because I was hoping for either a crit or a really high roll, because I do also have the Eagle Eye Talisman here on the Arballs. Basically, the idea behind this team is you go Shadow Fade, then use these 2 characters to do a lot of damage. If you do enough damage, you finale. If you don't do enough damage, then you maybe bring the character down to this store with the Jester, and then you pray you do enough damage, and after bringing the character down with the Jester, then you can either just go for the finale, or instead just go for the lunge kill with the Grave Robber Serve next round. But if that doesn't happen, then I guess the Grave Robber can come in, do the rest of the damage that she still needs to do, and then you either go for the finale, go for the Dirk Stab kill, or whatnot. There's definitely a few tricks with this team. I think it's decent. It's working out reasonably well, but yeah, that sniper shot definitely doesn't help me out whatsoever. But I think we'll be relatively okay here, because now I can actually go for the sniper shot here. And I whiff the 80. Oh man, that's fun. Oh, that is so much fun, just whiffing the 80. I guess I got lucky hitting the 65, but I mean, what else can I do, right? They go for the stunning blow, at least they whiff it. Did they go for Battle Wild? Yes, they did, but they still whiff because I have 55 dodge. Okay, that gives me a little bit of a chance here. What I wanted to do with that sniper shot was bring him down to 0. Then if the Arbalist heals, I finale. If the Arbalist crit heals, I go for the flashing daggers. Now what I'll be forced to do is go for the flashing daggers here and miss again. Oh man, oh, Shy Leper is so terrible, isn't it? Why? Should I have gone for the lunge and put my Leper in position 3? Oh, the crit Dirk Stab, which is actually going to be enough to bring me down to 0. Crit Dirk Stab, crit sniper shot. Wow, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, do I go for chop or do I just roll for the Q? I go for the chop, right? Okay, I go for the chop. I force an Arbalist heal. I'm gonna lose an Arbalist myself, but my opponent will lose their Jester, maybe with the Arbalist turn as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to go for here. I might Dirk Stab and just pray I'm lucky, because I don't think I'll be able to win this with against the Crusader and an Arbalist with just a Leper, a finale less Jester, and my Grave Robber, which has 0 dodge trinkets. Yeah, unless you count this as a dodge trinket, but it only works when you're stealth, so it's not really gonna help out too much. He's gonna go for the uppercut. Well, I guess I have to go for the not finale play. Surprising, actually. I would have gone for the kill. If this had worked, they would be really screwed right now, because they would have no one to heal. They would go for the 25, and if they didn't get it, I would just self-heal, and my life would be absolutely awesome. But I guess they had other plans, such as bringing my Jester down to 0 like that. Okay. Well, you know what I could do here? I could just lunge, and I think it's what I'm gonna do. I think this is my best move. I'm gonna go for the 95. The 95 death blow chance, and I'm going to fail it into a finish him. The 95% death blow chance, and the Jester survives. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. My opponent doesn't even capitalize on it by healing. They just take my Jester away, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. He's still in action, right? I do get the death blow here, thankfully for me, but, I mean, now I can't heal my Arbalest, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to heal my Arbalest, and then I just have this sort of 3v3 going, that would be fine. I guess I can still do it. It's not the end of the world. Even after failing a 95, I still have a chance of winning this match, because after they shoot me now, I just heal. And then they can't target me too much more, unless they go for the, you know, they go for the come hither, but I might get a move resistance one day. You never know. I might get a move resistance, but with how the RNG has been, I don't believe there is any justice left in this world. At least if there is, I'm probably not going to take advantage of it. You're going to go for the sniper shot here. I will still be able to heal Sarv next round, but I have a bit of a problem, which is called Crusader. That is my biggest problem. Also, another big problem is called Finisher. Finisher come hither. Yeah, that's probably going to hurt, isn't it? That's probably going to be the death of me, actually. I guess I'll just try to counter it with a big chop. The thing is, I don't have time to revenge anymore. At least I don't think I do. I think going revenge here into being stunned isn't really going to do me any favors. So I just have to be as aggressive as I can, as much as I can. They're gonna go for the come hither. I'm just gonna do the pick here. I don't think there's any point lunging to get out of stunning blow range, because if they go for the stunning blow here, then I just go for lunge and get a death blow. And then it's going to be a 2v2, which I might actually win because I have a Leper. The sad part is that he doesn't have Snuff. Oh man, not having Snuff really sucks. Who would have guessed not having exotic Snuff would absolutely suck. I could go for the Hue here first, or I could just go for the Bull. I think I'm going to go for the Bull. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, the 47 damage. And of course it's not enough, and now they have 2 healers, I have 2 attacking actions, I'm dead, and it's all over for your favorite shepherd doggy. I don't know, it's just failing the 95s and the earlier 80 just whiffing, and me having to play Shy Leper into a Halo comp. I guess I did get to go first, so can I really complain? I don't know. I feel like this team was fine. Maybe I didn't play it completely right. I mean, this is my first rodeo with it. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I think I have changed it around a fair bit since the last time I played the Shy Leper. But, you know, it's okay-ish, I guess. I could go pick to the face here, but then they just heal. It's a bit of a back and forth. Heal, 2 healers, they are at the store here, but they have to use their turn healing. I really don't think I'll be able to win this. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tricky, unless they're greedy. Oh, they're greedy. Okay, looks like they want to keep the match going. I see how it is. Well, in that case, I will take this opportunity to not get a death blow regardless. Unfortunate. You know, that's how you throw matches. It's by going for the stun and not the heal there. Definitely greedy, because I still have 2 actions. Even though you get rid of the death blow character, I could just be lucky and get a 25 there. It would be all over. It would be all over for my opponent, but I would definitely still be in the game. If you have a team like the Halo comp or a team like WD or something of the likes, you just get a character advantage early, and after you get that character advantage, all you have to do is just stun and heal, keep your characters alive, and slowly attrition your opponent down to 0 with the stuns. You don't have to just go for kills anymore, because you already have that massive advantage, especially if you're up like 1 to 2 characters. One of your stuns is worth like 1 of your turns out of your 4, but it's worth like 1/3 of your opponent's entire turn, so the stuns just become more powerful the less characters you're facing, right? Yeah, it's kind of a trade of turns, but just free damage, so it's even more powerful if you think of it that way. They're gonna go for this Zealous here. I guess I can't win this anymore. I'm at this store now. I'm gonna go down. They still have a Crusader, and an Arbalest is just unwinnable from now on. But let's go for match number 2. Alright, and here we go straight into a match number 2, this time against Lamont. So someone else that I know in the Butcher Circus. It kind of feels like that meme where it's like the 5 Butcher Circus players left just playing against each other over and over and over again until the end of times. It does feel like that sometimes. Thankfully not all of the time. Thankfully I still see a few novices and few apprentices and veterans still working their way up the ladder, but yeah, my opponent isn't a dumbass. They see what I'm going for. They see I have a shy leper, and I immediately get punished for it. As I mentioned, this team is a coin flip. If you don't go first, the Grave Robber's getting stunned. I could have brought Monkey's Paw on my Grave Robber, but then I'd either have to give up the finisher or the Cloak and Dagger, and my chance of actually, you know, getting death blows would have been even worse than that previous 95, but you know. Even with these two trinkets, I still failed a death blow on the character that had already suffered a death door check, so... yeah, what can I do about it, right? Well, here's the one thing I can do. I can pray my opponent doesn't heal after I get a crit sniper shot. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. If my opponent doesn't heal here, I just drop the finale immediately. I do not care. No, he's smart. I mean, this is a support Arbalist. It was pretty obvious she was gonna do that. Ah, why is my opponent smart? You know what? You know what? This might actually be okay. This might actually unironically be okay. The thing is, I can still do something in position 3. I can revenge this turn. I don't have to... Ooh, caltrips, cool play. I like it, I like it. Always caltrips if you have it. Always caltrips. I think, yeah, that might have actually been the play for them. This feels like a weird team. This is like a... This is a sustained DOT team, I think. Yeah, sustained defensive DOT team, because there's numbing instance on this bounty hunter. So he's trying to survive. Yeah, he's definitely trying to survive with this team, but these two characters don't really seem to reflect it. I mean, the Abomination is safe doing his thing, but, of course, I can counter it, though. I can counter it with a flare, so I guess I'm just gonna do it real quick. Let's counter that stun with a flare. I was hoping there would be a dodge here or two, especially considering I had 35 dodge and I had 40 here, but I guess Wretch's Cloak really is that OP. They go for the uppercut on me, which lets me go for a heal or a chop, so don't mind if I do. It does daze me as well, which is unfortunate, but you know, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. I might actually be going for a chop here. Believe it or not, I might be going for a chop rather than a heal, because the heal would hit the flagellant, and it would allow for the redeem heals, while chop just means that after they heal, I just go for the pick to the face, and then I just get the Dirk Stab potential death blow. Sadly, I will be put out of position, but I am hoping that she doesn't crit heal, by the way. 11, okay. Please pick to the face, don't let me down. 10 to 15. Okay, it's just enough. I was thinking maybe I had gone for a misplay not using my Grave Robber turn for the pick to the face, even though she's a finisher character, because she could have gotten a crit heal there and then my pick to the face wouldn't have been enough, but never punished, I guess. Never punished. Now, what I am going to be punished for is not having a finisher trinket here on the Bounty Hunter, but wow, never punished once more. I actually get the death blow there. Awesome, that's really cool. The thing about the Reaper Shroud is that you're not going to get as many Dirk Snap death blows, which really freaking sucks. But another good thing about the Reaper Shroud is that it gives you that early damage boost for the finale, and it also gives you the accuracy boost that you would get from the finisher. Actually, not completely correct, nerd emoji. It gives you a similar accuracy boost. Instead of being below 40%, it's below 35%. Why does this distinction exist? I have no idea. I don't know why that's been done, but it has been done. Just don't ask me to explain how, but I think I've won this match because all I have to do now is Shadow Fade, and I have Revenge Leper, so I get to just go for a chop into a finale here, and I have 2 damage buffs and the Reaper Shroud, so even with the test or debuff, it should be enough to bring this Flagellant down to an HP amount that I can finale him. And my opponent knows, they're just trying to bring me down to 0 on the Leper, so I don't have enough damage for a finale, but I get it's actually kind of a low roll there. as well as not a crit, you know, my crit chance is huge. I have, no, okay, it's way more than enough. Yeah, he's a goner. And this should be a win then. This should be a guaranteed win, even though I did not manage to go first. Things just turned out pretty well for me, and reynauld will surrender. Shy Leper stands strong. It's funny because he starts in position 3, which is the second worst position for him. Position 4 would be probably unplayable. Yeah, probably unplayable. I should probably try to put him in position 4. It's funny how playable this is, isn't it? There's so many moves I can go for. There's so much cool stuff I can do. You wouldn't expect it, but it just works. So let's go for match number 3. Well, 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 it would appear that the buffoon is flummoxed, and this time we go against Garrus, which is playing a very objectively wrong variation of WD. He's playing with the Abomination in position 2. I guess the reasoning for that is to just, I don't know, use the spike chain for the beast spile, but the problem with this is that if I had WD right now, I would win on the spot. I would just transform slam your Abomination to the back, and this is not a stress team. Stress isn't your win condition. If your Abom is in the back and damaged, you're losing. Now, thankfully for my opponent, that's not the team I'm playing Shy Leper, which also has some really cool strengths, but one of them is not having pushes or pulls. I guess it does have a push, it has Bola, but I'm not going to count that as a push. My opponent's going to transform slam me. Oh no, please don't. You're going to use one of the... Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's another weakness of this team. It's the fact that after that happens, oh, it becomes rough for me. Because the Abomination is a totally balanced character. Here's the thing, the Abomination's, the Leper's biggest counter, honestly he has a lot of freaking counters, but one of his biggest counters is being pushed to the back. And guess what? One of the best characters in the Butcher's Circus loves to just transform, apply a ton of horror, and then push you on top. Just transforming is already a really good move because of the amount of horror it applies, but he also gets to push you and deal a ton of damage on top of that. So yeah, that's one of the Leper's biggest downsides, and I guess you can try to mitigate it with the exotic snuff, and usually that's a really good idea. But in this particular team, if you bring exotic snuff on this Leper, you don't have the accuracy to chop, because not only are you not giving yourself accuracy trinkets, you're losing accuracy, because the exotic snuff takes away accuracy on the character that needs it the most, that has the shittiest accuracy bases. Oh crap, I swore. Out of all the characters. Yeah, but such is the way of the Butcher's Circus, I guess. Now, here's a problem. If I revenge, I die, because then there's just a sniper shot, and I'm 99% sure it's gonna do enough damage. So I'm just... Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna have to move forward here. Yeah, this feels horrible. It's gonna be a sniper shot on the Arbalist instead, and she takes 22 damage, which is essentially the mineral. But she stays alive, and that's literally all I wanted. So I guess right now this is risky, but I'm gonna go for it regardless. I'm gonna go for the chop on the Abomination. Sadly, it's not enough damage. Oh, 15 to 27. Yeah, the crit chance is okay, but it's not that good. They're gonna slam me again. Oh my goodness. Okay, this time it doesn't get it though. I actually wish they got it, because then I would have gotten Bola value, but yeah, I guess not today. Well, here's a problem. If they shoot me, I can't heal if I flare, but if they shoot me, then they can't save their Abomination from death, from imminent death, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. If they go for another stun, then I have 40 dodge, so surely it will work this time. Not. Unfortunate, I suppose. Just a teeny tiny touch on the unfortunate side of things. You know, when your 40 dodge is totally there against your team that's supposed to be weak against dodge. They don't go for the kill though, that's so odd. You're gonna go for the pull on the Arbalist and it whiffs. That's actually really bad for them, because I get to go first here. That's actually horrible. I get to just... I don't even need to go for this. Wow, I don't even need to go for that. I can just go for flashing daggers if I want to. It's gonna deal a hell of a lot of damage. I could also just go for this and kill the bounty hunter altogether. You know what? Sure. 31 damage, not too shabby. I'm probably still gonna drop the finale on the Abomination though, but now they have to choose a character to save, if they want to save a character. They're going to shoot my Arbalest, so I guess I'm just going to get rid of the Bounty Hunter then. Yeah, let's just do that. Do this. Boom, no more Bounty Hunters. Sadly, the Abomination lives and he still gets to de-transform and heal and do all the funny Abomination things, but my opponent no longer has a confirmed death blow chance. They do have this though, I'm marked, so they can probably just kill me here, but oh, it doesn't work. Okay, nice, it does not work. So I'm just going to heal myself. I might just get stunned for it, but if they stun me immediately, then they run the risk of just Hue into kill, but then they'll just stun my Grave Robber, so they can just keep on gaming. I'm actually going to push my Leper, and of course it works, which is unfortunate. And now I have a bit of a choice. Either I let myself get stunned on the Grave Robber, either I risk the Crusader. You know what, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it here, because one of the things I could do is just pick, and then they just heal, and nothing happens. I lose one of my turns, they lose one of their turns. Or something else I could do is risk taking a bit of damage, or getting the dodge, and then being able to put their Abomination down to 0, which is what I really want here. I'm just going to move forward. It feels terrible right now with these characters, but yeah, I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I have a Leper in position 3 again. They're actually going to go for the stunning blow on the Arbalest. That's crazy. That's crazy. I get to just go for the pick to the face here then. They will be able to just de-transform and heal, because they do get to go first next round now, but I still think this was a bit crazy on them. Yeah, I still think this was a bit crazy on them to go for the stun on my Arbalest. They might still just be going for the death blow. They're gonna go for the Zealous. That's whack. That's so whack. Why did they do this? This is a champion opponent. Now I'm in a weird spot, because for one, I want to save my Arbalest, but you know, Cloak and Dagger finisher, Ooga Booga, Abomination, Gonzo. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. I will take that if I can, so I will probably lose my Arbalest here, and my Leper isn't in any position to play, but what? She survives? Where is the justice in this world? There is no justice in this world. Oh my god. How does she live that, though? She survived a 55, and then like a 75, and now this one was minus 30, minus 30, so it was an 85 to get the death blow, and they still don't get it. I also don't get it. I don't get how that's possible, but I will just have to go ahead and move forward 1 here. Is that really the play? No, I Dark Stab. Why would you move forward 1 there, Shep? What are you doing? What are you doing? I know it's late, but do not move forward 1 there. Speaking of being late, the reason I didn't upload yesterday is because I was running on 2 hours of sleep, and I was just pretty much mentally unable to make a video. It's the first time that's ever happened, actually. But yeah, I was unable to make the video. The festival just knocked my life out of me. It was one of the most exciting but also tiring things that I've ever been to, but it was definitely worthwhile. But yeah, sorry about not uploading yesterday, but I'm enjoying my time in today's upload. Playing Shy Leper is actually a lot of fun. I think I'll be doing less like challenge teams, which just annoy me, and playing teams that I just like more. I don't mean just WD Chef Stress, that's not what I particularly enjoy. I enjoy teams like this, teams that are just slightly off meta, that I feel like I'm hindering myself, but not off meta enough that I feel like I can't win. Just off meta to the point that I feel like, you know, I could have played that better. If I had played that better, maybe I would have still won. Maybe if I would have gone for something else, maybe I still had a very decent chance of taking that match. But yeah, now my opponent is just trying to win here by stunning me to oblivion, and it is sort of working, but it's also not really working, especially after that happens. I think this is just going to be a shoot into pick into Dirk Snap turn. Actually, not Dirk Snap. I can't Dirk Snap. I can't Dirk Snap. I guess I'm just going to Shadow Fade then. Fine, I'll Shadow Fade. I'll use my almost last or almost final Shadow Fade. I wanted to just pick an Endurix stab, but if I did that, maybe I probably would have brought the Crusader down to 0. Maybe if the pick was a crit, I would have even gotten the death blow there with the Endurix stab, but then I would have put the Leper in position 3, and I kind of don't want to do that funny little game anymore. I don't think it would be particularly enjoyable. I'm gonna go for the sniper shot with the Arbalest here. My opponent is still trying to win, and it's funny because they've put 2 of my characters at this store. Almost everyone is at this store. Almost everyone is afflicted, and this is just a team that was built so weird and played so weird as well, because this is not what should happen. If you play with a damage team, you should eliminate the character, everyone else should be full HP, everyone else should be low stress, but they just kept shifting around. Not really my opponent's fault though. I kept surviving death blow after death blow, and I guess such is the way of the Butcher's Circus, and such is the way of Ring Bommy. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!